They say she walks the roads late at night, barefoot, silent, her long black hair streaming down her back like spilled ink. She wears a white dress that shimmers faintly even when the moon is hiding. Drivers who glimpse her swear she's real until she vanishes. Ask the locals who she is, and you'll never get one answer, leaving her existence a mystery. Yet she exists in some form or other in every culture. America, England, Germany, Australia, Poland, Japan. Everywhere it seems she walks, and people report sightings of her walking along the moonlit roads at night. How on earth could practically every country tell identical tales of this same mysterious and terrifying woman who stalks the night, unless she were real? So who is she? What is she? Let's look into what the authentic folklore of 4 countries say about her: Mexico, Japan, England, and the Philippines. And so perhaps discover the secrets of who this mysterious lady could be, and how to survive an encounter with her. In Mexico, they say she is La Llorona, the weeping woman. Once, she drowned her children in a fit of despair when her lover betrayed her, and when she realized what she had done, she threw herself into the same dark water. Now she haunts the rivers and bridges, wailing, "Ay, mis hijos," which means, "Oh, my children," to anyone who will listen. Those who hear her cry are doomed, however, for it is said that she mistakes the living for her lost children and drags them down into the depths to join her. The only defense, some claim, is prayer. Others say you must avoid looking into her eyes, for pity is how she pulls you under. Boatmen on the canals of Xochimilco have told stories for generations of hearing wails echoing over the waters at night. In the 1980s and 1990s, a few were printed in papers as real encounters, describing lights on the water and a woman's figure near the reeds. Anthropologists later traced these tales to much older colonial-era La Llorona traditions in the same region. In Japan, such a female entity is called Kuchisake-onna, the Slit-Mouthed woman. She appears beneath streetlights or outside convenience stores wearing a surgical mask. "Am I pretty?" she asks softly. If you say no, she kills you instantly. If you say yes, however, she removes her mask to reveal her mouth, which is slit ear to ear. And she asks again, "Am I pretty?" There's no good answer, I'm afraid, only delay. Some say offering her a sweet or some kind of treat, or maybe confusing her with a question of your own, buys you enough time to flee. In England, on the other hand, such creatures are called white ladies. They most commonly drift through or near castle ruins or gardens at dusk, but given those aisles are dotted with many castles, so you can find them really on almost any road. Here they are said to be betrayed wives, executed mistresses, or women who died before their wedding day. They mean no harm in general unless you disturb them. One legend tells of a curious stable boy who followed her through a gate that hadn't existed the moment before. They found only his cap by the wall next morning, but never him. It is said a candle held in a trembling hand can banish this English white lady, but if it blows out, run. In the Philippines, drivers speak of the white lady of Balete Drive. They pick her up without realizing she's a ghost until the smell of the grave soil fills the car and she vanishes from the back seat. Some say she was a young woman murdered on that road decades ago. Others say she is every woman who ever walked home alone and never arrived. To survive her, one mustn't look in the rearview mirror. She hates to be stared at. And so she travels, this woman in white, crossing borders, changing names, never resting. Every culture gives her a reason to exist: betrayal, murder, sorrow, unfinished business. Every culture gives her a way to harm you and a tiny, uncertain way to escape. No one agrees who she truly is, a ghost of guilt, the communal soul of the wronged feminine. Whatever she is, she's still out there, walking the roadside, ready to appear in the headlights at night. Your headlights. So, if you happen to like a little night driving now and then, better keep your holy talisman of choice handy, perhaps, in case your headlights shine on La Llorona. Or if you stop for some Cheetos at the local convenience store, better be ready to maybe use them as a distraction against Kuchisake-onna if she happens to request an appraisal of her appearance. Most of all, keep your eyes to yourself, friends, and never ever make eye contact. And if your headlights do pick up a dark feminine figure along that winding road round about midnight, maybe just swerve around her, put the pedal to the metal, and try your hardest to forget that you ever saw anything. But if you just can't, if you're a bit of an adrenaline junkie, and you're just a sucker for that goth girl aesthetic, then by all means, if you happen to be feeling lucky, my friend, stop and give a lift to the famous woman in white. After all, how many chances in life do you actually get to pick up so beautiful a phantom hitchhiker? Assuming you mind your manners and follow the rules of the authentic folklore we've taught you tonight, then maybe, just maybe, you'll live to tell the tale. Maybe she'll take a fancy to you, in fact, deciding not to put an end to you. Who knows, maybe she really does just need a ride that night. Maybe she's just late for her next haunting. Well, that just about wraps up tonight's tale from Lorehound. Join us as we sniff out more of history's most interesting stories.
As the hound dog entered the dimly lit library, he sensed an aura of mystery surrounding the ancient scrolls. The dusty shelves towered above him as he sniffed his way through the labyrinth of books. Suddenly, he picked up a scent and followed it to a secluded corner. With bated breath, he approached the shelf and pawed at the book, revealing the hidden scroll. As he rolled it out, he knew he had discovered a treasure worth protecting at all costs.